Suicide in the Trenches by Siegfried Sassoon. I knew a simple soldier boy who grinned at life in empty joy, slept soundly through the lonesome dark, and whistled early with the lark. In winter trenches, cowed and glum, with crumps and lice and lack of rum, he put a bullet through his brain. No one spoke of him again. You smug-faced crowds with kindling eye, who cheer when soldier lads march by, sneak home and pray you'll never know the hell where youth and laughter go.
Okay, Veterans for Peace was formed a couple of years ago. It's a British chapter of what was originally a US organisation that grew out of the anti-Vietnam War movement. There hasn't really been a veterans movement here in the sense that there has. We didn't have a Vietnam in this country, so it's very new. It's growing all the time. A lot of guys are kind of coming and getting in touch, and the reason we've come down today is to counter the kind of hijacking of Remembrance, which is very, very stark and is only going to get worse over the next 4 years. And we want to, we're not against the idea of Remembrance, but we're against the idea of Remembrance as kind of razzmatazz, Diamante poppies, and it being hijacked by the people who stood down here earlier, who sent us to war. And we have guys here from D-Day up until 2-Day, so we have a very broad group, and we're all in agreement that we need to counter this hijacking of Remembrance. I mean there's when you look at it as in terms of imperialist war, I think it does relate, but I think what they're really trying to do, and it's very clear to me that as a veteran that they're using a kind of doctored narrative of the First World War to buttress the arguments for current wars, to mitigate opposition to current wars. And to me that's very stark. Maybe a lot of people can't see it, but to me and to Veterans for Peace it's increasingly obvious, and we want to address that.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.
Yeah, my name's John Boulton. I joined Veterans for Peace ever since I came back from Afghanistan. I've had questions. It wasn't a sudden change of heart or anything like that, but a slow unravelling really of kind of what I perceive to be the truth and what we're told. A real sea change in my political thinking really. Certainly not anti-military in any way at all, quite the opposite. That's why I feel quite strongly that they are respected, and I'm in an organisation that really promotes peace around the world. That's really what I want to be a part of now. Going to Afghanistan, the sort of futility of everything that I saw, it did confirm a few things that I was starting to think, and as I say, since then it has been a slow unravelling really. It meant a great deal. It's a first for us, and it was important that it was seen to be done respectfully, which is what we're all here to remember first and foremost, and to do that respectfully. But I think we really wanted to get back to roots of how this all came about, and remember what it was all really about initially. Sort of get away from the razzmatazz of it, if you like, and just get back to remembering and promoting the message never again. Well, I think it's become a celebration, sadly. It's not something that should be seen. And although what's controversial about this is no one wants to be seen to be making a political statement on a day like today. I think there's a perception that militarism and remembrance has become intrinsically linked, and therefore that ties in with the wars that are being fought at the moment. It just seems to tie in with that, and it seems to bang the drum and promote those wars. Hehehehe